This man has a melanistic paddlefish.
No way.
I want his paddlefish. This kid named Zach Hoover.
Dude, I know that kid.
Yes, he has a melanistic paddlefish. I think he loves his melanistic paddlefish. But Zach Hoover, I do want your melanistic paddlefish. If you're willing to trade something for him, I think it would be insane. I will happily drive and come pick that fish up. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
We will bring you out.
Brenton. It has come to my attention that you want my melanistic paddlefish, and I might be willing to make a deal with you. So let's actually go take a look at her right now. Here she is right here. It might be a little hard to see on camera because of the reflection, and the water's kind of green. Not because it is dirty, but because we've had some sunny days recently, and I'm kind of having an algae bloom in this pond. But I am going to be cleaning this green water out later on in the video so we can get a better look at the melanistic paddlefish. I've been growing her out since she was only around 2 inches long, and since then I've taught her how to actually eat out of my hand, which is pretty freaking cool for any type of fish, but especially a paddlefish because I've literally never seen it done before. I have yet to feed her today, so I can actually show you guys how I hand feed her right now. First things first, we need a knife, a cutting board, and a slice of frozen fish. And basically what I'm gonna do is cut this up into little strips that we can dangle in the water. Boom, just like that, all the pieces are cut up into strips perfectly for hand feeding. So what I'm gonna do is just take a piece, drop it in the water, and wait for Sharkira to come and eat it. Alright, here she comes. Oh, yo! I just got freaking soaked. That was epic though. And there she is right there, gobbling up the piece of fish. Alright, let's see if Sharkira will take another slice of fish. Oh, she missed it. Oh, she missed it again. She'll come back. Let's get a piece that's a little bit longer. Maybe she can bite it better. Here she comes, and it looks like she's just gonna swerve it again, maybe? Yep. Alright, so it seems like she isn't too hungry right now, but you guys seen it. She did eat that one piece out of my hand and kind of splashed me everywhere. Got a bunch of this fish left, so I'm gonna grab most of it and throw it in there. If she's hungry later, she can just scoop it up on the bottom. And we got the sturgeon down there too. He'll definitely eat that. But we still got some more pieces left, so maybe we can also try hand feeding the alligator gar in that pond right there. There's the alligator gar. He's been getting pretty massive ever since I put him in this pond. But it doesn't seem like he wants to come up and eat out of my hand. I'm gonna leave it here just for a little bit longer, and hopefully he'll come up. Alright, so the gar seems like he doesn't want anything to do with me right now. He keeps just swimming away from me. So what I'm going to do is just grab the rest of those pieces of fish, throw it in there. He'll pick them up whenever he wants to eat them. Actually, he might eat it right now. Maybe he just didn't want to get hand fed. There he goes, chomping down on that slice. And he'll probably end up picking up all the other slices in the pond and eating them as well. Alright, so while we're on the topic of feeding fish, I'm going to just go ahead and feed all the other fish I have as well. So first we fed the paddlefish, then we fed the gar, which he's actually chowing down on a piece right now. And the tarpon has some minnows floating around in there for him to eat. But the koi and the sturgeon are going to eat some of these pellets right here. I got a handful right here. Let me just toss it in. There's the koi and the goldfish eating some pellets. Sharkira, the paddlefish, will also eat the pellets too. But let's go inside to feed some of my other fish. We are now in my room, and for those of you that follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you guys know a lot about that tank and the fish in it, as well as this tank and the one fish in it. And for those of you that don't follow me on TikTok and Instagram, I guess I can show you guys what's in it. So first, we got this baby clown knifefish. He's pretty cool. Then we got this baby red-tail catfish in the back over there. We also got this baby bluegill. And in this container, we have some peacock bass. These are two tremendous peacock bass. And then we got a baby silver arowana in there. So we got all these baby river monsters growing out in this 150-gallon fish tank to then be moved to the ponds outside whenever they're big enough. In this tank right here, we got the one flower horn. He is looking pretty nice actually. His head is starting to grow a lot and his colors are popping. So the only thing I feed this tank are bloodworms. So let's open this up real quick. Here are the bloodworms. It's a bunch of cubes. I throw 2 cubes into the main tank and 1 cube into this little holding tank. This guy's mouth is just full of bloodworms, overflowing. And then there, the red cell just ate the other cube. And now for the flower horn, I also got him 2 cubes of bloodworms as well. Now that all the fish have been fed, we can get back to this pond with the melanistic paddlefish. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be cleaning out this whole thing, getting rid of all the algae. But before I do that, I need to run to the store and get a scrub daddy. The layer of algae on the sides and bottom is so thick that the only thing that'll get it off is a scrub daddy. I've tried many other sponges and nothing works just as good as a scrub daddy. So we got to pick up a scrub daddy and some water conditioner. I've arrived back home. Didn't end up going to the pet store. I remembered that I had this 1 bottle of conditioner left, but it's time to start cleaning this thing out. So the first thing I'm going to do is open this valve down here to start draining the water. There we go. That should be good. Now it is time to get in and start scrubbing away. Oh my god. I just fell through the chair. And look what was under the chair. A freaking black widow. That would have been terrible. Alright, let's try again. I got a different chair this time. Hopefully, this one can hold my weight. Alright. Seems to be holding good. Definitely not as flimsy as the last one. I guess all I have to do now is start scrubbing away at all this algae. The bottom of this pond is insanely slippery. I'm about halfway done now, and the deeper it goes down the wall, the thicker the algae gets. So it's getting pretty hard to scrub off all that algae, but I'm almost there, and as you can see now, the water is pretty much zero visibility. So once I get this cleaned up, it's definitely going to be a lot nicer being able to see all the fish. But I got to get back to scrubbing. So I got a lot of algae scrubbed off on the sides. There's still some spots where there's some algae, but it should be fine. The bottom though is impossible to scrub. It's just not coming up whatsoever. So I'm gonna just leave it like that. But the water is almost drained all the way, so I'm gonna move the fish over into this pond so that I can rinse this down and spray out all this nasty green water. Here's the paddlefish. You can see she is fully jet black. But let's get her in the pond. There we go. Now let's try and get the sturgeon. Here's the sturgeon. Alright, here's the turtles. Just 2 pink belly side necks. One's regular colored and one's albino. Let's plop them in there. The pool pond's pretty much all the way emptied. There's only about like an inch of water left, but all that nasty water is out of this pond. So now I'm going to start filling it up with this hose, as well as some of this water in here. The pool pond is now fully filled up, and it is definitely a lot clearer than it was before. You can actually see the bottom, and you can actually see the fish, which is a lot nicer than it was before, when it was all green and nasty, filled with algae. But anyways, I got all the goldfish and koi already moved into the pond, so now all we got to get is the sturgeon and the paddlefish in this pond moved over back into this pond. Alright, so it took me a minute to actually find the sturgeon in this pond. He was tucked up under some algae. But anyways, let's get him out of here and into his original home. There we go. Straight to the bottom. He is chilling. Now we gotta get Shakira, the paddlefish, which it's gonna be easy to catch her. She's literally right here. Just like that, one-handed. I'm gonna just grab her by her nose. Just like this. And drop her into her home. Alright guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Nothing special, pretty light and short. Just giving you guys an update on some of the fish and replying to Brenton. And Brenton, if you're watching this, I'm going to message you right after I post this video. And maybe, just maybe, we can chef up a little deal with the paddlefish over here. I don't know yet. But anyways guys, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I am definitely going to be posting a lot more YouTube videos, so stay tuned.